Hey guys. Alright, so this is going to be a video about the Department of Health and the dirty games that they're playing. So I am not going to well, actually I'll wait for a few of you to join us because I really don't want to repeat myself, and then I'm going to let my brother chime in, and because he's sitting here with me. But let's just say I'm pretty ticked off. Hi Wendy, how are you? And so this will be a little bit of an interesting video, and it's going to be one that exposes the Department of Health. Hi Laura, how was business today? Hi Vicky, Amy, hi. So let me just give you guys a little bit of a backstory as to what I've encountered today. Oh no, Laura, we're good. But it's what happened to another restaurant. Hi Tracy, hi Missy. So hi Brandy, hi Terry. So
what's up everybody?
Hi Darlene. Hi Laura. Darlene, good seeing you yesterday. Hi Kristen. So hey Dave. So our group EAT, which is remember, it stands for Entrepreneurs Against Tyranny, and so I'm going to keep this confidential, Dave, so don't panic. But anyway, the person that we spoke to, the Department of Health is playing real dirty right now.
Is Laura
dirty.
The owner of Sophia's?
Yes, she is. Okay. Business was great. We are so grateful. Awesome.
Great.
Yeah. Hi Anthony. So anyway, we had a kind of like a conference call, I guess you'd say, and it was me and then the other two guys in the movement EAT, which is Dave Golowski and Matt Foltz. And so we had the privilege of hearing from someone who was actually shut down at a restaurant. I'm not going to give too many details because I don't have her permission, but let's just say that our group is going to rally around her and we're going to fight for her. So let me just tell you what the Department of Agriculture is doing. Those disgusting people. You know, they went into her restaurant, and by the way she told me, they wanted to make sure she was social distancing and that she was wearing a mask. Remember, people, those two things, they are not law. They're mandates. You do not have to follow a mandate. You must follow a law, right? So they went in, and by the way she was telling me of how they went about her business is they were really, their agenda was to shut her down. And so when she said, we don't wear masks, right? That's when I think they kind of just went through and they're like, okay. So anyway, she was saying that they got flashlights and that they were really checking her out, this and that, whatever, ABCD. Let me tell you something, we get inspected, they don't do that. So that's why when they come here this year, oh, it's on. It's so on, it ain't even funny. I mean, we don't put up with them here. We have zero tolerance for their little political movement. We don't roll that way, and they know that, and that's why they're not here yet. So, but anyway, so long story short, my amazing godsend of a lawyer has contacted her, and he's going to help her. I mean, we seriously need to pray that more lawyers in the state of Pennsylvania rise up and stop being a coward, and don't be afraid to go against the state and the governor, because people need help. They need help, people. Like, we're seriously, like, we're getting outnumbered here. We need to gain ground, not lose ground. Yeah. So I'm coming from a position tonight where I am really angry because they're messing with this girl, nice girl, seriously, like, and so they went in, and here's the funny thing. So it is the process, the way the Department of Health works is they never just come in and shut you down. It doesn't work that way. You know, it's not handled that way, and it's not supposed to be handled that way, okay? So what had happened was they came in, and really it was all politics. They didn't like that that they weren't wearing masks. I can read between the lines of what's going on here. And so what happened was they started nitpicking, right? Then on the way out, they decide, we're going to slap something on your door that says you're closed. And that's it. Now, I told her if it were me and if it were my brother, we would have ripped that off, right?
Yeah, that ain't happening. That BS ain't happening here. They could put whatever they want on the door, padlock it, we'll cut the lock, doesn't matter, we're coming to work, and that's it.
Okay, so this is what they did. I said to her, could you please send me, Matt, and Dave a snapshot of what the paper looks like and this bull crap, bright freaking, orange sign that, was like almost the same color like when you apply for a license, right? With the liquor control board, like that, right? Like that bright orange or a building permit. Right, like that. So anyway,
I posted it.
So, oh, you did post it. Okay, so anyway.
Yeah, you can see that if you go to my Gumba's Facebook. It's called Cracked Egg.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Cracked Egg. I just posted it, the information about what the Department of Health, right? Department of Health, what they did.
Yes.
Yeah, what the department, basically Governor Wolfson and Levine's henchmen, what they did to this business. I posted that on my Gumba's Facebook so you could see that, because we got to expose what's going on.
Absolutely.
With this BS, which is unconstitutional.
Absolutely.
I don't even want to hear it. It's such a joke.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead.
So, anyway, we are EAT, which is our group, which it's me, it's my son Christian, it's my amazing friends Matt Foltz and Dave Galowski, and so we are coming to Pittsburgh to help. That's what we're gonna do. Like, we're done. We're just done. So, God, I pray that the Department of Health would walk through our door. Seriously, right?
Yeah, listen, this is what else needs to happen. Now, look, we are in a very unique area. You got to understand. And this is what has to happen all across the country. You have politicians and representatives and Lebanon County District Attorney like Pierre Graff, Frank Ryan, Doug Mastriano, Russ Diamond, Dave Arnold, Dan Muser. You have Lebanon County Commissioners, like Bill Ames, Robert Phillips. Listen. This is what's got to happen. Your political leadership in your area has to come together like the mob. You understand? They got to come together like the mob. They got to come together like I don't want to say La Cosa Nostra, because that's getting a little too gangster. But we got to come together in protest, which is a good word my mom just brought up. The political leadership of the area must come together, because this is how you're going to get awesome pushback against this pathetic governor, okay, and his sidekick Levine. In the Lebanon County, like I just mentioned, all of those people that have backed us up in the Lebanon County area, along also, I cannot forget even Bruce Klingler, who is the Lebanon County Sheriff. All of those people in those powerful political positions have come together. This is what needs to freaking happen all across this country, specifically the states where you got a prick of a governor, whether it be Governor Wolf or Cuomo. There's about 4 or 5 of them. In that area, in those states, the political leaders got to come together with their rice balls, and they got to say enough is enough. People got to go to work and be left the hell alone. Absolutely. To make a freaking living. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. This got to get hot and heavy, like two lovers coming together with a fierce, fiery passion that cannot be put out. Guys, girls, you know what I'm talking about. The local and regional political leaders got to come together and start this fire. Mm-hmm. This is what it's going to take. Because if you notice, this prick of a governor, what's he doing? He's going into the areas that don't have any support and that are weak.
That's right.
You got to stand up, even if it's all by yourself. But these political leaders got to come together, and they got to say enough is enough with this prick. And they got to reopen the area to 100% capacity. not freaking 25%. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
Yep, definitely. So that's where it's at. We need the officials to, you are, the district attorney and your commissioners and your senators. These are elected positions. So you work for the people. You need to do right by the people. You need to back the people before there's no country to back anymore.
And this is why it's so important, why you got to be involved politically to get guys in office like the Russ Diamonds, like the Senator Dave Arnolds, like Doug Mastriano, like Frank Ryan, and have an awesome Lebanon County, like the district attorney, like Pierre Graff, and Congressman Dan Muser. These are truly politicians that are for the people.
Yes.
Because when you get these pricks in, like this freaking governor, he thinks he's a king. You need some support. You need some backing that's going to make it easier for you to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You can't let these pricks get away with this.
Absolutely. I had messaged our state rep, Frank Ryan, who is an older gentleman, and he is a former Marine. And I said to him, and his words, and I don't think I got to tell you this, Mike, and I said to him, I just want to thank you for fighting for Lebanon County. You know what he said? I promise you, I will never stop.
That's right.
There it is. That's what we need. Real men with integrity. Like, we need that.
You got to have leaders in your local area that can assess the situation where you live. And after they assess it, and they see that we as Americans can do things in a safe-like manner, you gotta push against the current. You gotta go against the grain. When you got a rogue governor like this, and that's what he is, a rogue governor, thinking that he can just say whatever the hell he wants, and even though it's not law, he is conveying things in such a way that people, they're scared. They don't know that it's just a mandate or an edict or a guideline or a suggestion. This is where you got to have the backing from your political leaders in your area to give this governor pushback. This is what's got to happen.
Absolutely. Yep. Guys, we need to pray that these leaders, they do the right thing and they rise up, because, we are the only one of the very few restaurants in the state of Pennsylvania who were targeted because we did choose to open, but where the edge that we have is we have our leaders. Now, I will tell you this, there are 2 leaders that are not for us, but the majority, they are for us. So we're coming to Pittsburgh, whether you have your people backing you or not. It'll be a harder fight, but we're still going to help you fight.
And what is it with this governor not realizing the common sense of it all? What is this guy freaking smoking? He doesn't see the issues that all this is causing, from the depression to the suicide to people losing their freaking livelihoods and their business. And you mean to tell me that you, as the American people, you're going to take this crap? You're going to take this. You're going to let this freaking pathetic, weak-minded governor, who, by the way, gave a waiver to the family business, and you're going to let this filthy, low-down, filthy rat prick tell you how to run your business. This is what you're telling me? This is what you're telling me. You're going to let him get away with that? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I've told you over and over and over again, after we've seen that we flattened the curve, that the nursing home scandal came out. And Mark, can you lower that? I got to talk. And also, then this prick was picking and choosing who was getting the waivers. And you're going to take this crap? Can't you see that this governor doesn't freaking care about you? Don't you know that if you listen to him, you're going to lose everything? You're going to lose your business, whether you started it, or your family started it. You're gonna listen to this guy? What is wrong with you? What is wrong? I'm pleading with you. You gotta just open up, regardless. If you don't have the backing, or say you do have the backing like we do in our area with the politicians, the senators, and the representatives. But even if you don't, you gotta do it for yourself. You gotta do it for your business. You gotta do it for your livelihood. How are you gonna sleep at night? How can you sleep at night knowing that you listen to this spineless, weak-minded prick of a governor because he tells you you gotta operate at 25%, and you're gonna listen to that? You're gonna listen to this crap? This is ridiculous.
So, you know, let me speak to the ones who are fearful. You know, while Mike was saying that, I was thinking about something. When you are, let me tell you this. When my father was, you know, it's almost a year ago, when my father was diagnosed with cancer, before he was diagnosed, and I am going somewhere with this, guys. Before my father was diagnosed with cancer, he said, you know, Chris, I think I'm sick. It's not good. And I'll never forget, he said to me, he says, Chris, I will not be sliced and diced. When I find out it's not good, I'm done. So, let me tell you something about holding on to life and holding on to it with everything you have. When my father, when we went into the doctor's office of the oncologist, and he said, this is what you have. You have gallbladder cancer. Nobody in the room really asked too much. Me, you bring me with you to the office. I love you. I'm going to ask everything. I want to know what the prognosis is. I want to know everything. My father said to the doctor, because I said, what stage is my father at? And he said, he's at stage 4. And I said, holy crap. Now I know what we're facing, though. We're going to deal with it, but now I know what we're facing. And my father looked at the doctor, and he was so weak that he couldn't retain much of what was being said. He was very weak. He was that weak that he almost couldn't sit in a chair. And he said, now this is the guy who said, I'm not going to be sliced and diced. When he knew how serious it was, my father looked at the oncologist and he said, what do I have to do to beat this? To be here for my family so I don't die? You have got to be willing to say, what do I got to do to beat this? What do I got to do? I don't care what it takes. I need to be here. I need to save myself. And in this situation, you need to say, what do I have to do to save my business? Because it's just as important. Maybe it's not death physically, but you're going to lose your business. So I'm making the correlation as far as like, this is where it's at. Like, what are you willing to do? Because in the end, you're going to lose it all. My new motto is this, and I was thinking, and this is my new slogan, if you will. Stand now before you are forced to sit. Let that sink in. I was thinking, and I'm like, holy crap. There is such a very, very, very small window left that if we don't stand, we will lose it all. So think about this slogan that I came up with. Stand now, or you will be forced to sit. You guys getting it? You have a choice to stand. But guys, we're in that very, we have this much of a window left. And our freedoms are being taken. It's not enough that one person stands up or two or three. You know, did they send one guy over to, to Afghanistan to win the war? No, you needed many to rally around you. So I'm telling you, we need like a powerhouse team to say, that's it, like it's enough. People, stand now. How about this? Choose to stand now or be forced to sit. You guys getting this? You getting it?
You gotta say there's power in people. There's power in numbers.
And you want to know something else? Some of the tough guys out there, right? They talk about revolution. Oh, thank God, we got our guns, Second Amendment. We're ready. Keep the ammo dry. That's all well and good. And the Second Amendment was definitely put there to go tyrant hunting. You understand that? It wasn't for the deer. It was to go tyrant hunting. But here's the deal. You got to stand up way before then. You got to do the civil disobedience. That's what you got to do. You got to stand up. We're not breaking any laws. You got to go to work and do what you got to do. But it is amazing. You know, Adolf Hitler, he said, if you tell a lie big enough, loud enough, and long enough,
right,
people will believe it. Now, this prick, meaning the governor, you know, it's interesting how he magically appears whenever the camera goes on. And all he does is convey his mandates, his edicts, and his guidelines, and these restrictions. And most people become petrified. They don't want any trouble. They don't want to go against the grain, right? Oh, we got a liquor license. You know what my attitude would be? You could take that liquor license and shove it up your you-know-what. That's what you can do. Because at the end of the day, you got to be able to go to work to provide for your family. You know, back in the day, they got pissed off about the tea tax. Remember the Boston Tea Party? I do remember history. I also remember being taught in school about the whole Nazi Germany thing and how a lot of the Jews were, murdered and killed. And this is very important that we pay attention to everything that's going on. It's just like the people that they want to get rid of the monuments and the statues. Well, if you go to Germany, there's a concentration camp that's still there. I think it's called Auschwitz. That's there to serve as a reminder. Because if you forget history, how does this saying go? You're bound to repeat it. First, it starts with the little stuff like this, with business. You can't be open, discrimination, whatever it is. And then they take more and more and more. You know, it's in the human nature that when these people get into power, they kind of become drunk with this power. And it goes to their head. They forget that we're in the United States of America. You got that? So, we vote for people and put them in position. We don't want to go down the road of violence. But in history, I'm telling you, this governor, the way that he continues to push things and the way that his henchmen are pushing and pushing, I mean, this is not good. Like my sister said, you better stand now for something because you don't want to be forced to go the other direction. This is very, very, very important. Yeah.
And you know, it doesn't matter how loud I scream. You know, I can't convince anybody to open their doors. But listen, when we go to Pittsburgh, when the EAT movement, EAT team, EAT group, whatever you want to call us, when we go, you know, I don't know how many people will be behind us as far as leaders. But if I know, if my lawyer would say, Christine, you've got a 5% chance of being successful, I'm taking that 5%. I'll take 1%. I will take I will take that because it's that important to me. It's that important. I'm telling you, it's for us to be the only place that's busy, the only successful place it's not right. And I don't want that. I want success everywhere around me. Who the heck wants to be successful and then watch people that aren't successful? I mean, that's terrible. And if you feel like that, you've got a wicked heart, seriously.
And you know, what kind of country do you want to live in? Like, sometimes I get a little suspicious about some of these corporations in the background because remember, these corporations, the big corporations, they give a lot of campaign money to these politicians. And you've got other players involved. You know, you hear things about this George Soros, which I don't really know a lot about him, and other players and people. But here's the thing. No. Is this a kind of country you want to live in where they basically buy the governor's edicts and mandates? They make small businesses go away. Do you want to really limit your choices? Do you really want to only be able to go to like corporations? Like, you don't want to live in a country like that. You want to be in a country where it's free enterprise. Somebody that wants to start a business, you start a business, right? And you got a lot of choices. You don't want to live in a country where there's only a few choices. So that's another point that needs to be said as well. You understand? Here.
You know, and let me say this. You know, I was thinking about another thing. So it just so happens to be that our group is it's an Italian group of people, and you know, we're all mixed a little bit. Like, you know, I have Polish, Dave has Polish, Matt, I know, Matt, what do you have in you? My son's got German, and like the people that seem to be rising up are Italians. And I said like, and so round the clock, and they're Greek, and I said, so like, let me think about why this is. Why is it that the you know, like me and Mike, we're first generation, okay? Our mother was born in Sicily, our father Brooklyn. So my parents met when my mother came over later in life. Then I was thinking about this. Why is it that the people who are standing up are first generation? And I figured it out. My whole life, my grandmother always reminded me, we came to this country for a better life, for freedom, and for opportunity. Americans need to be reminded of that. Seriously. You're in this country, and I feel like if you're from this country and you know your ancestors were from there, and your grandparents are from here, and your grandparents, and this and that, and whoever else in the family, right? So everybody's from here. But you need a reminder of what America is, what it stands for. Do you see any other country where people want to, you know, sneak into they're doing it illegally because it's such an amazing country. It is the land of opportunity. My father always used to say, when he would make money, because he had, you know, an office, and he would say, God bless the United States of America. He said it all the time because he knew, you know, no matter, like, you can work for whatever you want in this country. You see this beautiful car, you see this beautiful house, you see this beautiful piece of land. You can have that in America, but you gotta be willing to put in the work and the effort. So I'm telling you, and I'm reminding you of what my grandmother always reminded me and Mike. And I feel like it needs to be repeated. You know, my grandmother always said, we left Sicily because we wanted a better life. She wanted a better life for her 3 children, which is my mother, my aunt, and my uncle, right? I need to remind you guys who we are. We are Americans. We can't forget that, people.
Yep. The other thing, too, I had the honor and the privilege of speaking with Senator Mario Scavello in Harrisburg when we were there for Assemble for Freedom. And it's like he said, you can still do it. It just takes hard work. Of course, this governor, with what he's doing, it's going against the grain. But basically, if you come to this country and you work hard, you can make something for yourself. But you've got to be willing to put the time and the effort in. Unfortunately, we have a prick of a governor that doesn't understand how business works. There's other hidden agendas there as well. We know that it's an election year. We know that, you know, he definitely doesn't want to see Donald Trump win Pennsylvania, but he will. So, you know, we got some things going on here. This governor is a really, really, really bad dude. Him and his sidekick, Levine. You know, it's unbelievable that this very poor leadership could have ever gotten into this position. It's really, really that bad. It's really that bad.
So guys, I don't need to make this video any longer than it already has been, but let me just tell you, my heart is racing, my blood is boiling, I'm very angry. You know, when Matt had sent the group message to me and Christian and Dave, I was like, oh my God, like, I don't even want to sit here anymore. I want to run to Pittsburgh right now, and I want to help this lady. And unfortunately, you know, things have to be done, you know, like the Bible says, decently and in order. You know, I'm that girl that I shoot first and then I ask questions later, because, you know, if something happens, like, I got to fix it now. I got to deal with it now. And I'm not a very patient person. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's bad, right? But Anyway, we are coming to Pittsburgh, and I think Matt and Dave, we agreed it was going to be not next Monday, but it'll be the following. We kind of want to get our the word out there, and I hope you can come along because we need your voice. And
Yeah.
Mom, I don't know if you're going to come, and but the more the merrier.
I have something to say.
All right, hold on.
I
Wait, hold on. If you want to say it to the camera, hold on a second. Let me do this first.
And then he'll flip it to you.
So the other thing too, my Goombas, is it's again absolutely imperative that you stand up for yourself, which you're not only standing up for yourself, you're standing up for your family, your business,
Future generations.
and your livelihood.
Yeah.
Even for a generation that's not even born yet.
right.
Okay, that's what my friend told me.
Right.
It's true. It's true. Okay, so you got to stand up. And you got to do it. Now, you got to do it civilly. You follow the laws. You go to work. We're talking about, food establishments, whether you have a liquor license or not. And you just got to go to work and you just got to do it. Now, what are they going to do? They're going to put a cute little fluorescent sign maybe on your door. So what? You take that off and you go to work anyway.
Right.
What are they going to do? They're going to padlock the door. If you need help with that, I have some expertise. We could cut through the lock. It's your building, your business, right? You still go to work. They're not going to arrest you. They're not going to do anything stupid like that because all that's going to do is that's going to escalate things and not for the good. But also, like I said, my last point, and then I want my mom to speak real quick. You got to encourage your political leaders to back you. You need to call your district attorney. You need to call the local and regional politicians in your area to back you, to let them know that you're going to go to work at a 100% capacity. You got to let them know and get their support. Maybe you want to do a press release the way that we did here at Taste of Sicily. But you got to have also, would be nice, to have the backing of your local and regional politicians, your representatives, your senators, and your congressmen, and your district attorneys. This will reinforce support for you so that when the pricks come around, they're going to have a lot less pull and a lot less power. We got to pull together. We got to do this. My Goombas, you're an American. These are the freedoms that you have, that you possess now, okay? You got to do it. If you don't do it, you got no one to blame but yourself. I wish I could give you the courage that this family has right here. But the only thing that I could do is encourage you to do the same thing that we're already doing every day. That's pretty much it. Here's my mom.
You want me to just face it towards you?
Yeah, you can.
Here. Hold on, guys.
Make
I'm
sure you
gonna...
speak loud enough because the traffic.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Mom.
Yes, I'm not much of a speaker. Anyway, I just think that as far as if you're a president or you're a governor, your responsibility as a governor or president or anyone else is to govern your people as if you're governing your own family.
Right, right.
And that means in the best way and the best interest for them, what is good for them.
Yep.
Not to destroy
Right.
family.
Right.
What's happening is this government is destroying anyone without any feelings. They don't care.
Right.
That is not the God appointed father and mother to take care of their children.
Right.
The governor is supposed to be taking care of us in a good way,
Right.
not to destroy. And this is what upsets me very much. The same thing with the churches. Why don't they want churches to open? That's very simple also.
Yep.
They don't want you to have a relationship with God.
Yep.
Because you may do the right thing.
That's right.
They don't want you to do the right thing. They want to work against us.
Yep.
They want to destroy. Just like Satan, he wants to destroy. It's a spiritual warfare between good and bad. And there's a lot of bad right now that we are fighting up against. But we have enough spirit, enough trust, faith, hope, and patience that
Yeah.
it will change. It will change for the better for everyone eventually. Because God knows his people are crying out to him. And he will not let his people down. Brilliant. Thank you. I'm done.
Said from a true Sicilian. Truly. So guys, anyway, I hope I've encouraged you. Sorry if I'm a little heated tonight. It really bothers me what's going on. And, you know, just fight. You know, I'm blessed enough to have my mom and my brother. And then, you know, shortly after this fight had begun, I have a few people who are seriously the wind beneath my wings. Like I've been blessed. And I feel like the more that I stand up, the more people rally around me, and it has been beautiful. It's been beautiful. You know, we've been in this fight for, when did we open? May 20th, Ma? Right? May, June, July, August. It's only been 3 months. Guys, I feel like I've been through the mill. But I would be so disappointed in myself if I gave up right now. Because I know what's at the end. I see it. And there's a victory. And, you know, again, if you need proof as to, well, what's going to happen if I stand up? What's going to happen?
If there's
Nothing.
no guts, no glory. Remember that.
My mom said, no guts, no glory. Yeah, I mean, what's going to happen if you stand up? Nothing. You know, but there's a reason. There's a reason the Department of Health hasn't been here. They're supposed to be here soon. Boy, am I ready for them. I can't wait. Like, I can't wait. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm like, Mike, like, I can't wait. Oh, forget it. Like, I'm so freaking excited. Like, I'm like, bring it. What do you got? Because at the end of the day, the way the Department of Health operates, they don't shut you down right away. Ironically, they shut this girl down right away. Now, that's weird.
The last thing I want to say, and I bring this up from time to time, and I think that this is a very good point that I want to share once again. Your average everyday American loves to go to the movies. They love to watch these superheroes like Captain America, Iron Man, and, you know, movies that have like The Rock in it, right? And then, of course, you have like the Fast and Furious. And, you have in these movies a just cause, okay? Something that is worthy to stand up for, something that is worthy to fight for, right? So we as the American people, we are inspired, right? We go to these movies, we watch them, we're there with our families, our girlfriends, our wives, you know, whatever. We love the popcorn and the candy and the soda. It's a great time, right? So we're there being inspired, watching these guys like the Hulk, and they come out and they're strong, very, very strong alpha males with lots of muscle. Even the leaner, more cut up, defined superheroes, they're very tough, very alpha. They have a cause, right? So we watch those movies, we become inspired. You know, look at the movies like Rocky and Rambo, right? There's a lot of great movies that inspire us. Don't you know that you and me, we are the superhero in our own life? Don't you understand how in real life practical application that this needs to be taught, and we need to bring it, we need to teach our kids the same thing. If you're a mother or father, you have kids, they're looking up to you.
Absolutely.
You are training them.
That's
You're teaching them whatever values that you believe in, right? You are therefore their Superman, their Superwoman. You gotta stand up against this prick and against the system. You gotta go to work, you gotta make a living in an honest way, no matter what it takes, no matter what the authorities in the position of powers tell you. You got to do it first for you, and then for your wife and your kids, and then for your community, for your state, and for your country. You are the superhero in your life, whether you realize it or not. It's all fine and dandy to get that feeling of inspiration and to be moved as we watch those movies that are very powerful a lot of times with those very excellent actors. But you got to rise up and be that superhero in your life on a very, simple but yet very profound and powerful platform, or in your position. If you're a business owner, you cannot allow this governor to tell you what to do and how to run your business. You gotta be that superhero in your life, because nobody else is gonna do it for you. All we can do is encourage you to do it. But you gotta reach down and grab those nice, hard, rock hard rice balls and muster up the courage to do what you gotta do. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Plus, he's a bully. He's a bully.
He is a bully.
You have to stand
Like
up.
I said before, what
have to stand
happens?
up
What
against the
happens
bully.
when you have a bully in school?
Yeah.
What happens when
You have
you
to
stand
stand
up
up
to
to
him? He goes away. He always goes away. You punch him in the face and he goes, it's true, it's true. I'm not all for violence, but I've always taught my son, if you get hit, you better knock that kid out when he's done hitting you, because you're not a punching bag. And I've taught my son that. My son's never been bullied, though. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have ended well, because my son is like, forget about it, the lifeblood of me, seriously. Like, no one messes with him because they know his mother, and I'm not even kidding. But my son's kids are like my kids, and they know. But I mean, I love kids, but you come against my son, and it's a good way for me to cut you out of my life forever. But anyway, anyway, guys, it's been a good night. It was a successful night, and our family. This has been the hardest thing to do, is run the business, and then deal with other people who are being attacked. Like, the interesting thing has been, family to me is like, it's the beat of my heart. And without family, I have nothing. I've always felt that way. But the funny thing is, when I get a message like I did today, I want to rescue that lady like she is my family. That's how I feel.
He wants people to drown.
Yeah, I mean, like, EAT is, it's an amazing movement, and it's
People are
a
drowning.
group of 4 people who truly,
And
truly,
he is
truly
saying, let them drown.
love
Yep.
Pennsylvania, love patriotism, and are true patriots. And God couldn't have brought a better hold on, Mike.
Yeah, I know what
And
you're
so God couldn't have brought a better group of people together. It's been amazing, and to see people reaching out. I don't care if this group ever just has one success story, it was all worth it. That's how I feel.
Yep. And once again, I gotta say this and then I'm done. I gotta give a shout out to
Smooth!
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How's business?
Oh,
Good. Are we in trouble?
our
Okay.
amazing police officer. How
I'm out
are
on foot.
you? How are you?
Exercise.
You're not allowed to say hi on the camera, right?
I can't promote anything.
All you're doing is saying hello, and we support the blue
Oh, he knows that.
all the way.
He knows that. Smooth's the bomb.
They want to defund the blue. You believe these freaking pricks?
Smooth, if they defund you,
If they defund you,
to us.
it's going to be bad for them, because then we don't got to go to court. Then we could take care of our own issues.
Oh, great.
Then we're going to save the taxpayer a lot of money. Oh,
Right
yeah.
now, he's like, why
Oh,
did I
yeah.
walk over this?
Not walking around.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Is it quiet tonight?
What I was going to say, my Goombas, real quick, and I'm going to give the phone back to my sister. I want to give another shout out to all these people in our Lebanon County political positions. Give a shout out to the Lebanon County District Attorney, Pierre Graff. You are awesome, Pierre. Thank you for what you're doing. Also, for Frank Ryan, Russ Diamond, Dan Muser, Doug Mastriano. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Bill Ames, Lebanon County Commissioner, Robert Phillips, okay? All of the people that are supporting us, that have supported us. I think I got everybody. Pierre Graff, Lebanon County DA, Doug Mastriano, Russ Diamond, Senator Dave Arnold, okay? Frank Ryan, Russ Diamond, Dan Muser. I want to give you a shout out. Thank you very, very much for coming out and supporting Taste of Sicily and for supporting this whole area and wherever your reach goes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm all done. Here's my sister.
Yeah, okay. I always have to tell you guys I love you in the end. So anyway, I love Officer Smith. Don't get him in trouble.
No, Chris, come here. Come over.
You need to wait a minute because I need to say goodbye.
Hold on, come here, quick.
No,
Just come here for a minute.
no, wait 1 minute. You have no patience. My God, I have to tell him. So anyway, I love our cops. They're so awesome. They're so awesome. Like they check on us. Are you guys okay? Is everything all right? And oh my God, like I love. Well, my father was a New York City cop, and he was, my dad. Love my dad. So I have a lot of respect for cops. And these guys are freaking amazing. Like I love cops. I feel bad for them, for the whole defunding garbage that's going on. And it's a joke. It's ridiculous. But anyway, pray for them. Pray for our authorities. And guys, contact EAT if you need help. We will do everything within our power to help you guys. And anyway, my phone's gonna die. My son misses me, and I gotta say hello to Smoot again. So have a good night. Love you guys. Bye.